Good evening. Welcome. Hello. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you for coming along and being part of this. If you're watching on demand on YouTube after the event, thank you very much for doing so. Your company is always greatly received. First of all, thank you to Cowboy2186. Hello, and thank you very much for joining, and thank you for your follow. Very kind of you, having just arrived to follow straight away. Much appreciated. I see you said hello in the chat, but I like to keep this interactive, so do feel free to chat away. Hopefully we'll have a few more people join us as the stream goes on. So it's been a while since I've done any streaming, and that's mostly thanks to the FSN, which I mentioned in past streams I was thinking about joining, and eventually did get in, and I've been at it for a while now. So I actually have a farm that's worth a little tour of, and we've got a bit of work to do, which will give me the opportunity to talk about a bit about the FSN, which will be nice, and it'll just be nice to get back into doing a bit of streaming as well. So let's get a little bit of background music going, so that in those moments where I don't talk, you have something to listen to, and in the moments when I do talk, if you're fed up with me, you can ignore me and listen to the music. So, what are we going to do this evening? Well, we might as well just get into the stream, really, and have a look around. So we are... where are we? Let me find my button. It's been a while, so this may not be as slick and professional as you're used to. Those of you who are familiar with my streams know that I am an absolute professional. That's a lie. Welcome to my farm. We are on the Greenwich Valley map. We'll bring the map up, actually. Let's do... show you where we are in the grand scheme of things. When it eventually, I'm on the settings page, that's not really much use, is it? So we are on the Greenwich Valley, one of the Greenwich Valley servers of the FSN, and this area here, nicely in the middle of the map, is my home patch. So these three fields here, and we're stood here at the moment. We'll look around in a minute. I've acquired a fair bit of land on here, so there's plenty to do now, which is good because it means I can stream and always have something to do, which is great. So over here I have this field 60, have this little patch here, 85, 96 and 97. We've also got a patch of grass fields up here, which we probably won't do much with for the time being. Yeah, these five little fields here around the cow farm, which, for those of you who are familiar with Dagwin, that was his the farm he acquired first, I think, in his oh god, what's his not realism experiment, but his sort of role play. That's what it was when he did his Greenwich role play. I think this was his Milky Way farm, I believe. And then we've also just acquired the forest, 99 and 100, so we're going to do a bit of ploughing in here. Nothing very exciting this evening, just do a bit of ploughing in here this evening. And I've also just acquired 79 off of a fellow player who wanted to downsize a little bit, but that's not been flicked over to me for ownership yet. So that will become mine at some point. But let's get into the game. So what do we have here? So I have a rather non-English looking farmhouse. At the moment that's the only house asset I could put down, but there's due to be, I believe, with some rebalancing the map, some hopefully some more European or English looking farmhouses maybe I could put down there, but for now that'll do me. We have our shed, we have a repair place, a fuel tank, we have a selection of vehicles here. We'll get to use some of these very soon. I've gone for a Massey theme, and everything's a Massey red, and where possible a Massey product, because I felt like it. My silo, we have a little bit of barley in here. Probably not going to do anything with that today, but I would like to at some point how the meta side of FSN works, which is connected with the website. We might transfer that barley to the website at some point so you can see how that works. Well, Matt, hello, how are you? Nice of you to join. Thank you very much, sir. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Just saying what we've got on the base farm setup here. So I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good. Glad to be back streaming. It's been a while, and the FSN has been the cause of that gap, as I've got my farm set up now. But now that we're there, we can do some streaming. We're going to just take a trip down to my newly acquired fields, 99 and 100, and do a bit of ploughing. So off we go. Must remember to use the indicators, otherwise I'll get in trouble. Because there are laws that must be followed, and you know, an officer of the law may attend at any point and tell me off. So past the forest, we've just acquired this forest, which will be nice. We'll be able to do some forestry work in the winter. Maybe do that with some of the other guys on the map, which would be nice. And 99 here on the left, currently a grass field. We're going to plough it up though, because I want to put crop in here and in 100, which we've also just acquired. But they both need ploughing. So that's our mission for this evening. Ooh, almost missed the feint of the hedge there. I think we'll get away with that. I've already bought the tractor here. We've got the cheaty little 6 metre subsoiler to do the ploughing work here, because quite frankly it's the easiest way to do it, and it means I can talk and do stuff without it being an absolute disaster. We will get a GPS course set up for this, because I haven't done that yet. I just got this subsoiler. So usual drill, we're setting up a GPS course. We'll put the lines on for now. We'll turn off the snap terrain angle in case we need to do anything wonky. Should get a 6 metre width on this, 20.34 feet. That's about 6 metres, so that looks good. I don't know if I have got a subsoiler course, but we'll change this one. We'll overwrite it as subsoil 6 metres. Add that on. Okay. Oh, I've got to load it. It hasn't loaded it. Of course it hasn't. I've got to do that, haven't I? Drive a little bit, then we'll get back into it. We'll set it at a 90-degree heading, because that's the heading we're on here, and then we'll overwrite it. That's 6 metres. There we go. Where's it gone? There it is. Should now be the active one. We should be on a 90-degree course as well. That is not 6 metres. Auto width that again, please. Thank you. Let's go back in and resave that. Overwrite. There we go. That's more like it. Right, we'll run with the dots on the screen for a few minutes, just for the first couple of passes, and then when I'm comfortable we've got a good course, we'll come off of that. Let's drop the cruise control speed down. I really am a bit close to the fence here, to be honest. Let's just adjust that course to the left a bit. It means we're going to have a little patch we'll have to go back over, but I don't want to crash into the hedge. Bring the cruise control speed down to just above what we've got there in case we go nuts, as sometimes happens with GPS. We won't go all the way to the edge, we'll just go as far as the fence line, lift it up, turn it around, lock back on. And off we go again. And that should be pretty good. I mean, we will, as I said, we'll probably have a little bit about halfway along that we'll have to go back over, but it's not the end of the world. Given, oh no, that's okay, it's picked it all up, that's good. Obviously didn't have to move it too far over, so we've got enough of a little overlap on this course, so that's not going to be a problem. So we can crack on. Let's try not to destroy my truck. Okay. The truck's actually not in a good place there. You can see it's just on where the edge of the field is, so I'll get that moved. I'm not quite sure why the reverse lights are on, because the ignition was off, but never mind. Let's just pop her up close to the hedge line there. That's a bit better. There we go. I'm not too worried about getting too close to the edge, because we'll just do a headland. I'll pass after we've finished ploughing the whole main body of the field. So, yeah. So, well done, Matt. Are you familiar with the FSN? Are you an FSN member? Oh, thank you for the follow, Martin Johnson 2020. Thank you for coming along. Do feel free to say hello in the chat. Good of you to come and join. More the merrier. It's a quiet start this evening, but it's still early, and I'm fairly new to this stream monarchy. Is that on Xbox? No, it's not. I'm afraid it's PC only. I thought I recognised the name, Wilder Matt. I thought you were. What's it? Server 38. I'm not sure. Have I done insurance for you or something, or maybe I've done some work for you, or maybe I've just seen your name in the game. I'm not quite sure. And thank you also for the follow. Very kind of you. So yeah, no, the FSN is not compatible with Xbox yet. I don't, as far as I'm aware. I don't think I'm lying. I'm sure I'm not lying. No, it's definitely not, is it? But the meta side of it is still something potentially you could take a look at. I don't see why you can engage in that side of things. It's something I'll talk about more in later streams. You asked about insurance last season. Oh yes, of course, that's what it was. Yeah, that was a shame. That you only missed out by a few days. Getting there early. I'm very cheap. Peace of mind. That's what we do with insurance. Peace of mind. Yeah, it's a shame that. Mind you, the portal's down at the moment, so it's a bit tricky at the moment. I'm having to do everything manually for the insurance I'm doing for people, but it's doable. But it's a challenge, calculating yields and potential field values and everything. But yeah, it's good fun. I am thoroughly enjoying my time on the FSN. It's stolen all of my gaming time, pretty much. A bit late there dropping that, but we'll grab that when we do a headland pass. I say it's a lovely day in spring. For those of you not familiar with the FSN, it's basically perpetual servers running 24 hours a day in real time, but running seasons on a 12-day season. So basically 12 days is a year, but the days pass in real time. So you do not have the luxury of messing up. If you plant a crop and you're not around to harvest it, or the weather catches you out, or anything else, it's game over. Well, not game over, but you're going to lose that crop. So it adds an element of realism to it, and that ties in with a website meta side of things, which is very, very clever, with global markets you can sell goods to and all sorts of other industry and bits and pieces, which sort of brings the whole experience to life a bit. Let's get rid of those lines now. I don't really need those anymore. I think I can figure out where I'm going. But yeah, it's a fantastic experience and definitely worth a look. And it's all free, although you can choose to donate. Obviously, it relies on donations, but it is a free service. And if you like farming simulator, but you maybe want to add a bit more to it, sort of bring it to life, great community, lots of stuff to do, then it's definitely worth a look. Did it dry off? Oh, so were you able to harvest in the end then? You got the crop out after your cross-country meet. The rain held off after the morning rain at 6 a.m. Oh, nice one. Oh, well, that was good then. I was going to say, it looked like you were potentially in a bit of a difficult situation, but I'm glad you managed to get it done. Didn't need me after all. That's a good thing. So yeah, I'm hoping for a good year this year. I don't normally double crop myself, but I've got canola about to ripen in most of my fields, and hopefully, all being well, let's get that out of the way. Can't see through a tree. All being well, I'll have the time to get at least some soy in, and get that harvested at the end of the year. We also had a lease field at 64 acres. Wow. Also soybean, jeez. So you had quite a lot to do there. I think my entire farm's only about 64 acres. It's dotted around all over the place, what with it being Greenwich, but I quite like that. I like the fact I'm not just on one big field all the time. I like the diversity of all the different fields and having to move around and the logistics of it all. But there are days when I think to myself it'd be much easier if I just had one big field and I could set the GPS on and go for a little walk, come back, and I'd still be on one run. You own 40-ish acres. Me and another FM went on the lease together. Oh, nice one. Skidway. See, that's the other great thing about the FSN, isn't it? You just work with other people, so you can do pretty much whatever you want, work together and figure stuff out. It's brilliant. And I do love the contracting side of things when you want a bit of extra cash as well. There's always work to be done on other farms for a few quid. Which all helps. Wouldn't have been able to start off at all without that. But, yeah. A little bit unprofessional with some of my turns here. I do apologise. I'm a bit out of practice with doing this whole streaming thing at the same time as actually playing the game. So I am bound to do silly things like go sailing through a hedge or crash into things. But we'll try not to do too much of that. We'll try and be a little bit realistic. Not too silly. So yeah, it's very kind of you guys to join me this evening. Anyway, it's good to see you. Good to have a bit of company. So what sort of farm are you running then, Matt? Are you predominantly arable, or are you doing any animals? Or anything exciting like that? And also, what is map 38? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm getting good at remembering some of the numbers, but there's so many now, I lose track of what maps on what server. You've arable land on Medicine Creek is 38, cool. And you're logging on 66 Crater Lake, nice one. So many different maps now. I think it's something like 100, is it 120 servers now as well, or something like that? During the winter, yeah. That's why I got the farm, the forester on here. I really wanted to get the forest so I had something to do in winter. And it's a good sized bit of forest as well, which is nice. But I'm going to speak to the other boys on this server and see if we can work that together, I think. 126 server chats, yeah. So, yeah, I think they're all live now as well, aren't they? And Wild West, I believe, is getting its updates in the next day or so as well, isn't it, from what the boss was saying? I'm on 82. This is, when did I first apply? I applied back in April. I think in June. Yeah, in June I got, no, just before, it was end of May, I got through whitelisting. Put down to sponsor a server, and I really wanted to do a Greenwich Valley one, and there wasn't a Greenwich Valley one, I don't think, at that point, or there was one, but it was full. So I sponsored this one, but it was quite a wait to get it. I think I got it, when was it, July? End of July. Yeah, end of July. So, or mid to late July. So I've been working on that ever since to build this farm up to a state where I could actually do something with it. You got whitelisted on March the 9th, so you've been round a while. So you kind of just got in before the mad chaos then. Yeah, one of the last ones that Hans would have done himself, yeah. You just made it before it all went mad. Yeah, you're lucky. I was waiting around for quite some while. Still, it was worth the wait. It was worth the wait. We're not doing too badly on this field 99 here. We'll get this ripped up pretty quick, I think. Not much left to do. Just a little bit, and then we'll head on through to 100 and get that done. Do you know what? Actually, before I rip, well, I should have done that with this one. Before I rip 100, I'm going to put some fertiliser down. I should have fertilised this before I ploughed it, and it was really stupid. Never mind, it's not the end of the world. It just means I'm doing a bit of more of a rush job once the crop's in. But what a silly mistake. I was all excited to get myself set up for the stream and completely forgot how to farm. As I say, most professional stream you'll ever see this, not. So that I applied right away, and the next day after doing my daily tasks when I got home from school, I saw a DM from a mysterious person named Bojangles. Yeah, it took me a while to figure that one out, that's all I have to say. It's a bit like, who's this guy? But well, you did really well then. God. So I can't have been far behind you when I actually applied, but yeah, I definitely got stung with a long wait. Still, let's say, worth it. Nine days later, Hans wasn't doing it anymore. Yeah, he's got himself a good little staff now. Guys are really great, to be honest. I find they've all been really, really helpful. And given they're all doing it for free, you know, it's fantastic, really. Let's just get this. Oh, hello. There we go. Not the best, but it'll do. Yeah, I think well, he was still asking for more people to apply, wasn't he? So I think it's just grown so fast. I mean, even since I joined, it's absolutely shot up. But it's great. There's just so many. Just means there's so much more to do, which is brilliant. And lots of people to meet and talk to. All apps to make sure he wiped all maps to make sure they are up to date. He wiped all maps. Oh, all apps. Oh, I see. Right, okay. With you. Gotcha. Just been pinged by Discord. I imagine that's another farm manager joining or something. It's about that time of day. Just have a look in a minute, really, just in case it's not. A new contractor, was that? Fair play. Thank you for that. Saves me having to come out and double check. You never know, it could be important. Not doing too badly with this, actually. I've been fairly close to the edge on most passes, which is nice. We will run a quick headland because there are a couple of little gaps, but not too bad. Not too shabby, despite my best efforts. So where are you from then, Matt? Are you, well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. No problem, mate, you go. Thank you very much for joining, it's very kind of you. The vid will be up. East Coast US. Oh, so you're on the right time zone and everything. Oh, nice one. Very good. Well, have a great evening. Great rest of your day. It's more daytime there than evening, isn't it? Thanks for popping in, and I'll hopefully see you later. Right. No worries. And if you fancy watching the rest of this later, it'll be up on YouTube probably tomorrow or the day after. If not, it'll still be on Twitch for a while. So let's talk a bit more about the FSN then, shall we? Because I've been having a bit of a backward and forward there. So yeah, so the FSN website really ties everything together because it's more of a global experience. So you think of your farm on one of the servers that's being managed by the FSN, but that's linked by a community of several thousand people and by a meta farming. What am I doing here? Come on. Oh dear. There we go. And through a meta experience where you can, say, trade goods, invest in companies, and your business exists within that environment. So you transfer money between the game and the website. You can earn money on the website through online activities. You can also transfer the crops you grow to the website, either for direct sale or for warehousing, to then sell in another country, for example. Lots and lots of things you can do. You heard me maybe talking about insurance. I run a little insurance company, so I insure crops for people so that if they do experience bad weather on their server and they're insured, they'll be compensated. But there's also banking, vehicle dealerships, so you can buy vehicles from a dealership on the website at a reduced price, and then have them shipped to your server, which means you've got to wait a couple of days for them, but you save money, so it's a bit of a trade-off there. Let's run the headland now. But obviously worth it if you want to save a few quid. And you can basically grow your farm as big or as have your farm as big or small as you want it. Obviously, the bigger you get with the seasons limitation and real-time days in a 12-day season, there's only so much you can do individually. But there's a really good comprehensive contractor system which enables you to put jobs up for people to accept and come and join your farm and do the work for you, and then they get paid based on the rate you agree as part of the contract. So you might decide you want to pay someone to, for example, I could have put this ploughing work up for offer, told in the contract, told them where the equipment would be, what field I want ploughed, how much I'm going to pay them, either as a one-off or by the hour, depending on what you want to do. Let's get to the end of here and get the back of the field done. And then someone will come in, take the contract, do the work, they get paid, you get the job done, everyone's happy. Works really well most of the time. In fact, to be fair, I say most of the time, I've never had a problem with it personally. I think it's one of those things, I think if you rely on it, you might come unstuck if you're not careful about how you manage your resource requirements. But a lot of people that have really big farms have regular contractors that work for them for a profit share or something similar. So they get guaranteed workforce. Right, I'm going to run the back again there because I didn't go right up to the hedge, and there's definitely some more can be done there. So I don't think I'm going to be able to plant these fields today because the temperature, the ground temp is really low. First day of spring, it's a bit risky, plus probably needs to be soy that goes in, so there we go, that's pretty good. Happy with that. We will move on to field 100. Let's go in cab for a bit, shall we? Going out on the road, so we're going to want our beacons on and our hazards. Let's make sure they're on, yeah. I need to get that car out of the bush in a minute. Right. Up to field 100. Okay, it's just a short little trip, that one. Right, we can turn those lights back off. We should be able to follow the same course here. And we'll do roughly the same thing. Let's see what that locks onto. Yeah, that's a bit wide. Let's come back over here a bit, shall we? Try that. That looks okay to me. Yeah, a little bit off the edge, but we should capture everything. Don't think we're going to get too close to that hedge line. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Don't want to be crashing into no trees. That would be a disaster. Come on, tractor. You can do it. It's not that steep. Jesus. Actually, I say that it is actually. It's pretty steep. It is pretty steep. I'm being a bit unfair there. So, right. I think what I'll do here is we'll make an early turn. So what's going to happen here if I'm not careful is I'm going to end up crunching into the fence on one of these passes, so we'll just come in a bit here and follow the line up to the corner, and then we'll double back. So we've got a bit of width to play with. I know you wouldn't, if we were doing this properly, you wouldn't do that kind of thing until the end, but I don't want to go careering through a hedge by accident because of a GPS failure or anything like that. So let's do that. Double back. Go back to that corner. Let's get on the right course. That should be about right. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, okay. No. We need to drop here. Being very silly. There we are. Oh, do you know what? I've done the same thing, haven't I? What did I say? You need to put. I need to put the herbicide. Put the fertilizer down. Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to bother. There's no point now. I've already started. I'm just going to have to be a bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? A bit more rapid with my fertilizer. Fertilizing. Once I get going. Actually, no. Do you know what? Actually, thinking about it, it's fine because I still need to lime both of these fields. So, in fact, I'm pretty sure I do. Let's have a look. Because they've been sat empty for ages, obviously. Where are we? Turn the grass on. Yeah, they're both going to need lime. So we'll do the fertiliser before we do the lime, and then that way it's not a problem that I've ploughed first. Would have been better to do the fert, then plough, then fert, then lime, but because that way when I come to plant they'd already be at the right level. Why have we got such a horrendous overlap on this? Am I not on course? Have I messed up the auto bit? No, I haven't put the lines on for me, would I? Oh, I'm way off course. I didn't have the course on. Oh, what an absolute idiot. Right, okay. This is my only problem with turning the I'll just go back over it. With turning the lines off. Yeah, if I don't pay attention, I end up with a little bit of what I call a streamer's moment. I'm just thinking, I have been awfully inefficient here. And I was. Oh well, never mind. It's a lovely day, views are nice. That's the shop just up there at the top of the hill. We should actually, from that top corner, when we get up there, be able to see the farm, or my farm. And once we've done this, we'll take a little drive around. I'll show you the point at which we transfer goods to the main server, not main server, but we transfer goods to the meta. I hope the stream quality is not too bad. No complaints as of yet, so hopefully it's not a total disaster. It doesn't look too bad from what I can see, and I'm not getting any alarms about dropped frames or anything, so fingers crossed. It's bearable at least. There we go. Okay, I think I can manage from here. I shall remember to turn my GPS on and off. I don't actually mind playing with the lines on, but I know when you're watching the stream, it's not necessarily the best. Doesn't look that good. You can just see my silos in the distance there. We'll get a better view, say, when we're over in that top corner. This tractor's done very well for me so far, as you can see. I've not been playing this for long, and this is one of 2 tractors I have, and it's got nearly 50 hours on it already. So yeah, it's been busy setting this up, but I'm absolutely loving it. It just adds an extra depth, extra level of detail to playing FS19, which is great. Not that there's anything wrong with the base game at all, but as with anything, if you can add a bit of a more interactive dimension to it, add a bit of a web-based experience to it, a big community, none of that's ever going to make it worse. It's only going to make the experience more pleasant. And everyone's really, really great as well, which is nice. I've not come across anybody unpleasant or difficult or unfriendly at all. Not that I'm saying there aren't those people out there, I'm sure there are, they are definitely few and far between, which is nice. So yeah, this is actually the whole thing set on Eastern Standard Time, US East Coast, which is why the time of day in game is showing at 2:30. It's actually a couple of hours behind at the moment. It should be, I guess it would be 3. I'm trying to think now. What are we here? 8. Yeah, it should be 3:30. So it's about an hour behind, I think, where the web would be at the moment. I guess there or thereabouts. But that just happens with the servers. But the guys are very good. There's a sort of a maintenance schedule, so every few days or whatever, or as often as they can, the admins come in, reset your clock, bring your time back up to date, so you're back in sync with everyone else. And there are some servers that are on different time zones as well. It's certainly not something I'd want to have to manage, but they do a great job of it. Yeah, that's the sell point behind the shop. And down there, past that great big electrical pole, is our vehicle shed, which is nice. And our silo. And that farm there, that is the horse farm in Greenwich Valley, which was, again, I'll reference Dagwin again if you've watched Dagwin stuff. Towards the back end of his Greenwich Valley videos, that's where he had his second farm. So it's such a great map for this kind of stuff. Great mix of field sizes. Plenty to do. Lots of nicely balanced map. Right. So start making reverse turns down here now. No, that's, oh my word, what happened there? That did not work out right. Messed that right up. Okay. Dear me. I am terrible without the lines on. I can never remember. I know the steering wheel icon's there. I know I can look to the right and see whether I'm locked on course or not, but I still managed to mess up. It's interesting this. You can see from the lines, I don't know, well I presume the stream quality is good enough that you can see from the ground, I'll move it this way, that it had been clearly planted north-south, which is odd given the way the field's aligned, given the length of the field this way. I'm surprised it was done north-south originally. Not anymore. She's now an east-west. Or will be. When I'm done. And then, as I say, we'll pop some fertiliser down probably this evening. And have a little look around, and that'll probably be it for the day. It'll be a couple of hours, I imagine, by the time we've done that. I need to remember to change my view before I get into the tree line. It's not the most professional thing in the world. Yeah, there's the garage, the infamous garage. Nice looking tractor this. I like this tractor. It looks like it means business. Looks cross. I like it. Little aggressive. Oh, muddy back here. Right, get out of there. The interior is not so aggressive, to be fair. It's actually a bit. All that cream, I mean, it's not a wise choice, that is it, in a tractor? Cream interiors. It's like having dogs and having green carpets. It's not going to fly, that, is it? Welcome to more random babble from my channel. Ooh. There we go. It was a little tight. How many passes remain? 7. I think we're coming up on the halfway mark here. Probably doesn't look like it, but the field gets obviously quite a bit narrower soon, so we're not far off halfway, I don't think. There's lots and lots of vehicles at the shop for some reason at the moment. I need to go have a look and see what's going on there. Someone's either bought a load of stuff or is selling a load of stuff, I think. So again, as part of the old FSN scenario, you can sell your vehicle second hand on an auction via the website, and you can buy vehicles second hand via an auction on the website, or as say buy from dealerships. When you do that though, the vehicles that are getting moved have to be moved to the shop, so someone can come in, see from the admin side of things, and remove the vehicle, take it away from the ownership of one player, and then add equivalent vehicle back into the buyer's map and leave it at the shop for them. So it can result in certain times of the year, or if you've got a new farm manager moving into a map or whatever, you can get a bit of a collection of vehicles at the shop. Not that it's a problem, just it's always interesting to go and have a look and see what people have bought. Be nosy. Nosiness and neighbourliness are one and the same things, aren't they? Plus, what you find on most maps is you end up sharing stuff anyway. I mean, there are 3 other guys on this map at the moment, and I think most of us are contractors to set up to contract for the others, so we can all go and help each other out. Or I always say to the guys on here, just if you want to borrow equipment, but as long as it goes back where it came from and you leave it clean and tidy, then I don't care. Might as well be in use rather than sitting there if I'm not using it. I could do with doing a paint job on this, to be fair. It's 50 hours now. I mean, that's quite a lot in real terms. That would be quite a lot of usage on this tractor. this were real world. I think we're working at 12-day seasons, so it could do with a paint job. It's well maintained, but it could do with a paint job. Getting a little faded and chipped in places. Look at the metal work there. Steps and the engine bay. Yeah, she's done good, but she's starting to. It's starting to show. I swear the paintwork's dulled as well at the back there. I'm not sure if it's my imagination, but it feels like it's dulled. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, that's one thing I must say about this game. The level of detail as they've moved on through the generations has just got better and better and better. And when the next version does eventually come out, I'm expecting to be suitably blown away. Especially given the slightly longer wait between, I say slightly longer, significantly longer wait between versions. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, dude. That's better. Don't know where I thought I was off to there. I pressed the wrong button. I do a lot of that, unfortunately. But it can make for some entertaining viewing on occasion. Anyway, yeah. So yes, FSN. I put on the card. That's the screen card that I put up at the top of the screen. I did put the web address up for it. But if you do fancy going taking a look, it's Farm Simulator Network, or is it Farm Simulation Network? Hang on a minute. This is a good question I'm asking myself here. Let me check. Farm Simulator Network, or one word, .info. Farm Simulator Network.info. What I really need to do is put up a little. I need to do a little message thing, don't I, really, that I can put up on the stream. So I'll make sure I do that for the next one, so I can put it up in the chat. I could type it, couldn't I? That would be helpful for you. Although I'm not sure whether you see the chat when you're watching back on video on demand, so maybe it's not. I'll put it in there anyway, because I'm just caring and sharing. There we go. I think that's right. So yeah, if you are interested and you're watching the video, bring up the chat thing. I've just put the message in the messages in the chat. Consummate professional that I am. Wonderful. Right, we're back. Sorry for the slight sound break there. I am, as I say, still not great at this, so if I have to go and look at another page or something and flick off of off a farming simulator, it loses the sound, and I have no idea how to prevent that. Right, let's... Oh, hello, hello, whoa, 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 where are you going? There we go. Jeez, mind of his own. Rebel. There we are. This edge is going to become an issue. I'm going to keep crashing into it. Because he's a pro. I think what we might do, because we are just coming up on the 1 hour mark, and what one likes to do is take regular breaks, because it is not good for you to game for any length of time without taking a break. So we're going to finish this row, and then we'll take a 10-minute break after that. I think. Well, it might not be 10 minutes actually. It'll be until on the hour, which will be not even 9 minutes. But no, in fact, we'll do another row before we do that. We'll take sort of a 5-minute-ish break. We don't need a full 10 minutes. It's only been an hour. Breaks are important, especially for me. Because, see, I keep driving through fences and stuff. Right, drop. There we go. Thank you. Wonderful. On up the hill we go. So this, unfortunately, this ploughing is a little bit tedious, but it's allowed me to talk a bit about the FSN, which is nice. And it means that it's a job done and out of the way, then won't have to do it again for a long time. Because I recently reploughed all the other fields, so shouldn't be needed. And like I said, we'll whack some fertiliser down. And maybe even we might try and get liming done. We'll see how quick the fertiliser goes down. I reckon we can probably get fertilising and lime done. Ooh, don't hit the fence. Okay. Nice. A little bit to pick up there on the headland, but we know we're going to have to do that anyway. Oh, you can see my bale store now. Got a load of straw I need to sell, but it's a pain. I'm waiting for a decent price on the website so I can sell it on the web rather than in-game. You tend to get a bit more in-game, but so it means loading up and transporting it's the sell point. And obviously at the point at which you harvest, the value is very low, so you're better off putting it in storage, but then I always forget that it's an absolute nightmare to get it out and sell it again. I really should just sell it when I collect it and then don't have to worry about it. But selling it online is an equally good opportunity. That's that done. Right, I'm just going to back this up. And what we'll do is we'll run this bottom edge after tea break and then run up the side here. So we'll go ignition off. And let's sort ourselves out so we can go to tea break time. Where are we? And here we go. See you, good people, in about 5 minutes 40. Enjoy. Well, welcome back everyone. I hope you enjoyed your little break. I certainly did. Let's get back to the action, as much as there's ever action in FS19. Alright, let's get going. So, we said we would run along the bottom of the field just to make sure we captured everything here. And then up the headland. So that is what we will do. Off we go. So just a bit of tidying up here, and then a little bit of field left to finish off. And then we can get on with some fertilizer. We'll put down solid fert before liming. Don't know why I've got that in the ground there. Just slowing me down. Back in here. So we'll do this a little bit here because I don't want to go barreling down into the forest by accident. And it is a possibility, it's quite steep there. We don't want to get to the tractor stuck. I might just run it all the way around this bit actually. So that we're done with the headland then effectively. Which would be a nice job to get out of the way. Oh, of course, tough work there. Slowed her right down. Particularly tough bit of ground and a steep hill. So we'll just keep running around the edge here, get rid of these last little bits that I missed. Just about avoided the telegraph pole, although I'm not sure. I've found for the most part on this map that telegraph poles don't seem to have collisions on, which is just as well, because there have been a couple of times where I would have ended up wrapped around them, I think. There's several fields which have telegraph poles or electricity poles in them. Pylons even. Right. And off we go. Oh, no. Try that again, shall we? Let's not make life unnecessarily difficult for ourselves by leaving pits. The whole point of running that little headland was to avoid that. Jeannie, yes it is my farm, sir. How are you this evening? Are you just joining or have you been lurking? It's very good to see you, sir. Always appreciate your company. Just got on, lovely. I will, in that case then, I did, right at the start of the stream, I just showed the map and what was me, but I will, once I finish this field, I'll show you again, so you can see what I have. It's on Greenwich Valley. I think I'd already told you that. So, this is the server that I sponsor. There are 3 other guys on here. 2 are full-on farm managers who are based on here. 3rd one's a farm manager from another map. He's just bought one little plot of land to do some grass work on, but it's not his base map. And now that I'm a bit more developed and have a farm worth showing, I thought it was about time I started streaming again. And now there's actually work to do. You'll have a watch tomorrow, rebroadcast. Oh, lovely, yes, yeah. I'll show you the map anyway, but yeah, by all means, please do. But yes, it's coming along nicely now. Are you still in the whitelist, or have you made it through? Still waiting, I guess. Nearly there. So say once you've got your contractor, once you're in and you're a contractor, you can definitely come and work for me whilst you build up your cash reserves. I'm getting to the stage now where I need some support. I need some regular contract work, I imagine. This subsoil is an interesting thing because I'm not sure how. I don't want to say it's unrealistic. I don't think it's unrealistic, but I'm not sure whether you would use something like this in real life. You stopped. There was a little bit too. Oh right, okay. So you're not waiting anymore, or have you kind of quit? Just stopped doing your daily stuff. No, fair enough. But well, if you ever do make it in, there's plenty of work for you. I see that you and Farm Like a Bomb have got well into Factorio. I did play it for a bit, and I did enjoy it, but I like that kind of thing for the building and manufacture element, and then of course you get a little way in and the little aliens come and start trying to destroy everything, don't they? I didn't really enjoy that so much then. I'm more of a purist when it comes to building stuff. You look at the FSL. Yeah, mate, I mean, that new FSL map, that just looks, it's just amazing. I had so much, I know I only got to play the one game when, oh dear, I've missed that bit there. Play the one game on VF Stream, but my God, so much more to it. I genuinely think if we could get a team together, I'm not saying we could go and win anything, but I would have a fighting chance because there's so many more variables now. I think efficiency is going to become more important than anything else. And because there's so many different combinations of power-ups. Yeah, I think I had a load of fun. So much to it now. Right, let's get this a little bit done. There we go. So, let's fold that up. So we are down here on field 100. I've just acquired 199 in the forest area. My base plot is this 80, 90 and 91, and we'll head back to 80 in a minute because I've got the farm set up and I need to pick up the Bredel to do some fertiliser work on these two. I've got these three here, this field here, this patch up here, and I've also just acquired 79, but it's not been transferred over to me yet. So I've got quite a spread. This I've just left as grass because it was grass, and it's good for just getting some silage bales or whatever done. Yeah, big spread out now. I've got about, I reckon it's hard to tell because the acreages are wrong on this at the moment, but I reckon it's about 60 odd acres total, 60, maybe 70, possibly even a bit more now. So it's becoming, it's more than enough to keep me occupied now. Whereas to start with, when I just had these three, it was very slow going. But yeah, we'll head back to the main yard. And bring the spray around. Try not to go back over my nicely ploughed field too bad. Ooh, don't crash into the tree either. We need the lights on because we're going to be driving on the road and the rules say that's what we have to do. So that's what we'll do. Not the lights, sorry, the beacons and that's it, those two. Just obey speed limits as well. You never know when you're going to get caught out. Might not be a police officer on there, but you never know. Someone could watch the stream back and report me to the law. Right. National speed limit, put your foot down. Only goes 32 this thing, but you know, make the most of it. So all this forest land on the right is mine. This field here on the left is the one I've just acquired but not moved into yet. Whoops, watch out for the bush. And this is my home. The the house unfortunately is more continental Europe than English because that's all that was available, but you know, it'll do for now. There will be, apparently I'm told, a bigger selection coming, and we have a little repair shed here which we'll make use of. Actually, we'll fill up the fuel as well whilst we're here. There we go. I do like to keep things clean and tidy on here. Oh, where's my weight gone? Oh, it's probably must be all right. A cleaning job. Can't be putting stuff away that's not tidy. I'm not a fan of dirty on this farm. And I, unlike some people, prefer my vehicles to be the right way up and in a good state of repair. You know who I'm talking to. Oh, run out of hose. This subsoil is particularly dirty. Come on. There we go. Starting to clean now. My word. Is it actually coming off? Not sure if it is. Oh, there we go. There we go. God dear. The filth. That'll do. Let's put these away. And we're going to go and do some fertilizing. So, let's get in the door. And put the weight down first over there. Ooh. And the subsoiler we want over there, next to the baler. Whoop. Not in the wall. Oh, might be handy if I lowered it. Tends to help. Detach hoses. Oh yes, it's got hoses. Oh gosh. Why are you not detaching? Tells me to detach them, then it won't let me detach them. Am I not? Is it being? It's being awkward. Not actually going to let me get into a position where I can. There we go. Hate it when that happens. Let's pop the tractor in its corner. Have I turned off the lights? Yes, I have, good. Okay, and then we take the little mini Massey. Chugger. Should be close enough. Yeah, that's good enough. I find with this one you always have to detach and reattach everything, otherwise it just does not work. And this PTO is particularly antisocial. Yeah, it's not playing at all now. It's very finicky, this. There we go. Weird. 40%, 2 fields to do, that should be more than enough fertiliser for those 2 fields. Let's get out of here. Oh, I need to, yeah, that's better. Get the old lights on again, so we don't get in trouble. And off we go. Nice. So we're going to spray 99 and 100, and then if we've got time, we might whack a coat of lime on them as well. If not, you can wait. It's not urgent because I'm not desperate to get these planted this season, seeing as I've just acquired them. Right, get the old GPS going, and we have lines on, please, angles off, that's right, and we want to load my east-west course. Oh, it's not in a bad position, that. Let's just pull it away from the fence line a little bit. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll get on and off of the lines so that we're not fertilising my car too much. It's probably not that good for it. That should do us. Unfold. Come on, unfold. There you go. Lock it on. And off we go. Get rid of the map. Lovely. It is laying nicely. It's hard to tell in the shadow of the trees sometimes. Muchos fertilizer. We'll just run around the edge and then fill in the middle. Nice tight turn there. Back to the middle. There we go. Not too bad. Lovely. This bit done in the corner. It's going to be fun to seed and harvest this. I've kept all equipment sensible, size and cost wise, which has helped me quite a lot, because I think what I've found is a lot of people with the FSN get a little bit carried away, think they've got a ton of money, spend it all, and then realise they're in trouble. Because of those short seasons and the fact that the clock's running 24/7, if you mess up and you don't have any backup money, it becomes pretty difficult to recover. So I've tried to be quite cautious myself, and so far it's worked out quite well. I've been able to expand quite quickly, but without compromising anything, which is nice. Just leave the lines on for this, it's easier. I do like this updated version of the GPS as well. The lines don't go quite as far, but they've made the colours of the green and the yellow much bolder, and the dots much bigger, so they stand out better. Which means even on the stream they actually look like they're showing up quite well, from what I can see. It's really quite helpful. Okay. Nearly done. Yeah, we can definitely. I think we can definitely get liming done on these two tonight. This is we're going to whiz through this. I mean, liming takes a little bit longer because obviously the spray width is less and the usage is a lot higher. So I'll probably might have to refill halfway through, but we'll see. I don't think I've actually got any lime at the moment, so we'll go and buy some. Which means I can show you the FSN custom sell point as well. Let's fold that up. Back out on the road. Not far to go though. Must remember to take the truck home today. Can't leave it there. apparently these glitchy trees are getting sorted with the update, which is good news because they do look a bit daft. But that was always a problem with seasons on this map. I think it's been the update, the more updated version of the map. It's not a problem, but this version is a little older, I think. So yeah, hopefully that'll be resolved with the map updates. Not that it's the end of the world, it just does look a little odd. God, this hill is steep. Really steep. Come on, old girl. You can do it. Probably should have put the front weight on it. It's probably, yeah, it's wheel spinning like crazy. So, help me! Never mind. There we go. Be alright when we make the turns, I've just got a bit of momentum. Like in GTA, wheel spin like crazy. You guys must be absolutely minted in GTA. I haven't been on for a while, but you were earning some serious bucks, weren't you, the last time I was on with you? I really need to make the time to get back on with you. It's been a bit chaotic the last couple of weeks. They're trying. Yeah. I love it. I find it so annoying when you get when you get some evenings you go and you can have hours and it'll be absolutely fine, and other evenings you go and you just can't get into a server where you can get anything done. You know the feeling, yeah. Yeah, busy times. Still, I guess it's better to be busy than not. Let's come about. Give her a bit of a run up this time. Oh god, no. No, we're still losers, but no, she's holding. No, she's going. So, Jeannie, in your expert opinion, should I try and get hold of one of these RTX cards? These new 3000 series cards. I am tempted. Particularly with that Microsoft Flight Simulator, because I found that I'm struggling with the graphics settings a bit. I've had to play around and I'm not getting it as nice as I would like it to look without compromising frame rate to a level where it becomes difficult to play. You do not know right now. I'm going to see what AMD is going to... Yeah, that's true. Although I've never been an AMD boy. I don't know why, I just never have. Always been Intel and Nvidia for me. I'm definitely going to have to upgrade to something better at some point, because if the if the level of performance required out of games keeps going up the way it is, then I am going to start to struggle, and I'm definitely going to start to struggle to stream. 3060. Yeah, it does look great. Are they doing a 3060? I thought they were doing. I saw they were doing a 3070 and a 3090. I didn't realise they were doing a 3060. See, that's the thing. I'm on a 1070 at the moment. Any step up's going to be amazing for me, but it just seemed like pretty good value for money for what you're getting for a 3080. Even for the 3070, to be fair. Will come later, yeah. Yeah, I guess it will, won't it? Yeah, I suppose they don't want to go too crazy straight away. They couldn't supply the 3080, could they? It's still out of stock for a week now, isn't it? Get this little patch finished. There we go. Back to the yard. Go and get some lime. Go and cab again, I suppose. Whoop. Be good at the junctions. Be a little bit careful because this thing just stick out a bit at the sides. I'll go clattering into a tree. So, I'm going to swing around. I'm going to drop off the fertiliser, which is, there we go, all the way over there for some strange reason. And we need to go get some lime. So, we're going to go to the FSN custom sell point. So, for those of you who are not aware, if you want to transfer crops to the website, either for direct sell at the market price or for warehouse storage, this is where you have to go. And all maps have one of these. Whoa, okay. There's me saying I want to watch out for the trees. And I got caught on something there. Must have been the branch off of that tree. How annoying. So you have to come to one of these, and there's one of these on every map. It's actually quite a clever idea. So, if I wanted to sell, for example, some grain, I'd come over to this building here with my grain, drop it in, and there's a board here which shows you what's in there, and then I raise a contract to sell it on the website. Stunt drive here. And I raise a contract on the website to sell it, and then someone will take that contract, come into the server, take one of those trucks over there, fill up, and take it to a sell point and sell it. And then they'll confirm on the website that that's what they've done, and then I get a credit or whatever on the website for what I've done, which works really well. And also at these places you have, very handily, sell points for all the materials. So I want lime actually, so I want dry material. These great big silos, and I can come and get my lime or my fertiliser or my seed or whatever I want at a not unreasonable price. So it's a lot more efficient than going to by the shop, and it means that if someone is playing on your behalf, they don't have to have purchasing rights at the shop in order to refill. They could just come to one of these. And it will still charge you, but they'll be able to do it with just contractor rights. And you can set limits on the vehicles to prevent it as well, but obviously I don't want to prevent it. For me, I need I need the ability to refill. Right, back to farms. Cool, that's heavy. Oh no, it's not heavy. I've just got cruise control set too low. There we go. Speed up. We will win the race. I need to change my GPS course as well because Lime has a lower width, working width than the fertilizer did. Got my big forest. It's going to keep me really busy in the winter now. To invest in some forestry machinery. Right. Can we get these fields done in half an hour? I reckon we can. That's the goal. My target for the evening. Let's turn the old lights off. Right. Oh. So GPS. Lime. I haven't got an east-west for the lime, that's fine, we'll do that. And then flick it 90. Oh no, we've got to come out and do that. Then flick it 90 degrees. And we just need to move it to the right a little bit. Oh, hello. That should be about right. No, it still needs to go a bit further right. That'll do. I think. Unfold. Unfold. Jeez, do as you're told. Start. Jeez. Right. There we go. That's not too bad, it's about right. Wonderful. I think we might have got too much lime, to be honest. Don't think I needed a full tank. It's a bit annoying. So I've got nowhere to store it. Oh well. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and I have just messed that right up. I made that turn far too tight. I do not want missed bits. Slow that cruise control back down again. Wonderful. Oh no, I've done it again. I'm forever doing that. I get the when I flick from fertilizer to lime, I tend to misjudge the turns, but at least it gives me an opportunity to get that little bit done. Oh, have I got all of that? Have I got all of that? No, damn it. Ugh. How annoying is that? It's something to do with the line, with the width on the line. I just struggle to adjust back to it. Right, I should have done that bit whilst I was there as well. Never mind, we'll come back to it. bugger off. Should get it done easily within half an hour looking at it. This is nice. It's a good, comfortable 2-hour length stream that way, doesn't it? Is that or thereabouts? Do you know what? Looking at it, getting 100% for the line wasn't a bad thing. We're already down to 58%, and this is a much smaller field than 100. We will need a top up. Quite a big top up by the look of it. Wouldn't be surprised if we needed a half tank or more. Oh, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree. That's close. Bit wasteful this bit, but there's always a little bit on every field that's a bit naff, isn't there? Especially with lime. Around we go. Last pass. Simples. Fold that up. Get the lights back on. And off to field 100. Black Diamond Gaming, hello, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for the follow, very kind of you. Good of you to come and see us. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I'm not sure how long you've been there for, but welcome along. So we've just got this one to finish. Of course you may join. How do you mean may you join? What the... Jeannie, you have to run. No problem, mate. It was great to see you. As ever. I look forward to seeing you again soon, mate. We'll have to catch up in game soon. I have a sneaking suspicion Sandy Bay might be back on Saturday. I know we've been saying that for about a month, but you never know. Yeah, sorry, Black Diamond. What did you mean by may you join? Do you mean may you join the game? Because this is a part of the FSN, so it's not something you can just jump into, unfortunately. But by all means, do go to the website www.farm. Oh God, I can't remember what it was now. I said what it was earlier in the stream, didn't I? Where are we? Let me put it back in for you. There we go. That one. If you go there, take a look, my friend. You can sign up for it there. It's not run by me, I'm just demonstrating it, but yeah, have a look there. You can register for it, you'll get fill out a little form, go into whitelisting. It can take a little while to get through the process, but once you have... Why is my steering gone wonky? Why can I not stop? What is going on here? Oh, it's one of those GPS crashy things, and I need to turn the GPS off and on again. Right. Have I got my steering back? No, I have not. There we go. Hate it when it does that. Yes, sorry about that little game moment there. Yeah, have a look at it. There's a few videos you can take a look at. There's some very good videos by Ruby Juice, all about the FSN and what's involved. So yeah, have a look, mate. And enjoy. So yeah, so we're just going to get this field lined, then we'll put everything away. Must remember to move my car back. We'll take a look at the state of play in the fields, but everything should be fine. And then I think that'll be it for today. But we are rapidly approaching the point of the year in which harvest will be underway. I think the next stream is probably going to be chucking some crop down in these new fields, and then the next would be harvesting. Which, all being well, will all be over the next couple of days, diary permitting. Which you best do, otherwise I'll be losing some crop. And of course weather permitting. Although to be fair, I'm still in a place where I'm umming and ahhing about whether I double crop or not this year. I'm not a fan of it, but if the opportunity presents itself, the weather looks good and there's no reason not to, then there's no reason not to. What happened there? I've run out. I knew that was going to happen. Come on, fold, will you? Right. We are off to the shop again. Whee. Yeah, normally I don't bother double cropping because I just think it's a little risky. It's also not, I don't think, all that realistic in the UK, particularly not canola followed by soy. However, if there's a chance to, as I say, and the forecast looks good and I have the time, then why not? But it's not. I know there's some people that like double crop every year, or have a cycle of 2 years double crop, 1 year single crop, whatever. What I've been trying to do though is go in a cycle of 4 crops, then fallow. So what I did the first time around was did wheat, then I did canola, then soy, then a wheat, and then I laid fallow for a year. And I'm now in a cycle with barley, so I'm doing barley, then canola, then soy, then I'll do barley again, then lay fallow. The next cycle I want to do, I would like to do a root crop, but I am struggling to find a good crop rotation that'll work with the geo and allow me to do. It is that tree. That's twice that I've done that. At least this time I saw it. I still hit it, but I saw it. Need to be more careful of that. Anyway, yes, I'm just trying to find a good rotation, but there isn't anything really that brilliant. However, with yield and prices, I guess it'll make up for it. I might just have to do fallow straight after or immediately before, which is fine. It's nice to take the break as well sometimes. Right, I'm going to put this up to about 60%, I reckon. I think that'll be enough. Probably more than enough, but I don't want to have pallets of lime lying around because I'll get in trouble. Again, there are quite a lot of rules involved with the FSN, rightly so. Many of them just common sense things for realism, but there are also some rules that are there for server stability, playability, that kind of thing. And one of them is around things like pallets and bales. I think you're allowed 2 pallets per farm to keep in storage unless they're on a pallet storage rack, if I remember rightly. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm sure someone will correct me if not. Because obviously having loads of pallets or whatever lying around is not great for the servers and not great for other players. So you do have to try and I've already got a pallet of liquid, not a lot in it, a pallet of liquid fertiliser that I need ready, or an IBC of liquid fertiliser that I need to get rid of. So I can't afford to have a lot of leftover lime. And see, I still have that solid fert that I took out of here in order to do the liming, so I need to put that back in here before I finish, which means getting rid of the lime. All doable, just got to make sure I don't forget. One way or another we'll get rid of the lime, if we have any left. Oh, that was a bit early. Let's get through there first, because the width is a little narrow. Right. Let's lock on, and off we go. It be lime time. This music's a bit retro 80s gaming, isn't it? Quite like it, but still. Puts me in the mind of Sonic. Sorry, it needs a bit of a sip of a drink there. Right. So you already used 13%. We've not even finished 14%, 15% have we? Easily by the time we finish this pass. So yeah, 60% may not have been enough. We'll soon find out. Oh, stop. When I press the stop button, stop. There we go. But we'll be a bit quicker going downhill. Yeah, this could be a bit tight actually. Watch me time, we're going to have to waste some lime. I'm not so sure now. Not so sure at all. What have we got here? One more full pass and a little bit of an odd bit. Might be alright. Turn, don't go in the bushes, Jesus. Oh my word. That's a bit wild. Come on. Yeah, this is not great. I am going to run out. I'm almost certain. Oh dear. I have a little tiny patch that's not quite done. How silly. so difficult to judge. I need to get one of those little tables that tells, but it wouldn't do me any good because on this map the field sizes are wrong. So I was going to say you can get those tables that tells you how much product you need to do each task, but it's only good if you actually know the field size, and unfortunately we don't. Right, yeah, I think this whole chunk here on the right is going to be outstanding. Oh dear. Did not want to have to go back and get a load more. And it's quite wasteful down here. I might just double back and do this little bit instead. And then see what I've got left for this at the end. Because if that little strip's all that isn't lined, then quite frankly it can wait until the next time the land's lined. It's not enough to knacker my yield. Or at least not much anyway. Or do I do it? I don't know. I am torn. Decisions. I don't want to leave it, but I do not want to waste a load of lime. Let's see how far this 400 litres gets us. Not very far. Wow. Okay. We're going to have to top up. Gonna have to top up. I can't leave that. But I don't reckon... I'm not even sure it's 10% worth. Yeah, 15% maybe. I'm going to put 15% in. If that isn't enough, tough. If it's more, then we'll just waste what we've got left. Because we have now hit 2 hours. So it is time to get finished. Still, it's a good session's work. We've got both fields ploughed, fertilised and limed. Which means once I've planted them, I only have to put in one more layer of fert afterwards. And we'll use liquid for that because that gets rid of the liquid fert I've got left over. And that's probably a job for, probably a job for next stream, and maybe sorting out this field as well. Hopefully the transfer's gone through by then, because that field's been quite heavily harvested over the last couple of years. Oh man, third time. Do you know what? I actually tried to avoid it that time as well. I pulled out to avoid it. I think it's an opposite side of the road job. It's the toughest branch in all of England. So 15% I think is enough. Oh, lovely. 2,000 litres, yeah, that's got to be more than enough surely. Why did I stop the engine then? Idiot. Absolute Rodney. Oh, and my lights have gone off as well. No wonder it's taking so long. I've just realised that the cruise control's still down at stupid slow, didn't I? What a nutter. God, it's so tempting to cut up through my fields and cut into the back of that. field 100, but I'm not going to. That would be naughty. And one of you would report me. Not that I'd do it anyway, to be honest. I don't like that kind of stuff. I'm not a fan of cutting through hedges and stuff like that. I would quite like to be able to remove hedgerows to join up fields that you own. But yeah, would be helpful. And would stop the unrealistic thing of driving through hedges as well, which I tend to see quite a lot on these maps. On the English ones in particular, just because of the way they're laid out. And on the continental European maps as well, to be fair. They're all quite, quite contained, have hedges and fences and whatnot. And I suppose if you're not used to that, if you're used to playing on big open maps and you come across something that's all boxed in, you're not necessarily inclined to appreciate that. Come on. Be enough. For God's sakes, be enough. But don't be too much. I think we could have got away with 10% here quite easily. Damn. Darn and drat. Yes. Well, never mind. Oh, there's a little patch there. We're going to go back over. Coming about. Turn the GPS off now. I don't think I need it for that. Think I can manage that bit. So, sadly, we're just going to be... Actually, let's stop it. Let's just make sure we have nothing line-wise outstanding. No, we have nothing line-wise outstanding. Oh, well. So, I mean, it would have been quite handy to cut up through there. I'm going all the way around there. But we don't do that. Right, let's just waste this off. It's not wasteful, of course, it's good for the ground. But presumably. Wouldn't do it otherwise, would you? There we go. And filled. Wonderful. Okay. Let's get this back, cleaned off, prepared, parked up. Come and get the car. Need to put the fert back in it as well. And then we are done. A good day's work. Those lights off again. Not sure I'll pick them all up here from here, but we'll find out. No, don't think so. Yeah, bugger. Squeaky wheel. Get now. Whilst that's happening, Hey? What? Right, fair enough. Yeah, in fairness, that's not actually in the trigger, is it? I will forgive you for my errors. Can repair now? Yes. There we go. Now, a little bit of wash. Bit of a clean off. Tractor's alright, to be fair, isn't it? I'm wasting time on that, really. I should have turned the ignition off. But then waste of fuel, never mind. It's all falling apart in these last few minutes. Right. Done. Let's get her parked up. Put her back where she belongs. Try and avoid driving in the crop unnecessarily. There's road crops, but still. That's about right. There we go. Done. That's the shed sorted. So just need to go and get the car now. Get it out of the bush. And off home we go. On the correct side of the road, come on. It's not that difficult. Just hold that left-hand drive on the left-hand. Yeah. Okay, brakes are not that good. We literally just went sailing past the entrance to the yard. My foot was firmly on the brake then. I swear to God, if the brakes in this car were that bad... Okay, no, maybe I didn't go sailing past the entrance. Oh yeah, I did, it's just here, isn't it? If the brakes were that bad in an MOT, it would fail. Alright, let's pop her in the garage. Perfect. Well, I say perfect. Why are your lights on? Weird. Anyway, that, I think, will do us for today. So, yeah, thank you very much for coming along. It's been very kind of you to watch. If you've been watching on Twitch, thank you for bearing with me. Do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed yourself, please do click the follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, on video on demand, again, thank you very much for doing so. And do please subscribe and hit that little bell thing. Apparently it tells you when I'm doing stuff. Who knew? Wonders of modern technology. Yeah, again, thank you very much, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are. Look after yourselves. Take care. God bless. Goodbye.